means that all of the symbols that they're doing tells a story. We don't know what hand gestures they were using between 4 and 500. So, in Malaysia, in Japan, and in Bali, martial arts, the hand gestures they're using, except for the fingers and some of the turns, it's martial arts. If you go to Malaysia, the gestural drama is martial arts slowed down. So in essence, that's what has happened here. Taken martial arts, and the two actors have worked so that they're doing the same movements. We don't have those hand gestures. Although in some books there are hand gestures indicated that supposedly were used with the original Shakuntala, but we don't know that. And so what they're doing is a simulation to show you what it looked like. We can't train actors in a month and a half or whatever it is to do all these hand gestures, which in India you'll see the Kathakali dancers use, and they're trained from the time they're 4 years old, and it takes them a lifetime to learn it. So we can't do it that quickly. But this will give you an idea of perhaps what it looked like. Lastly, I'd ask you to turn off your cell phones. And if you have flashes, don't use them. And if you have cameras that go click, 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 don't use those. Give the actors a chance. And then without further ado, we'll have a little intro music. And one last thing. Since this is a romantic drama, we'll do a custom that we know of. It may have been used on the stage then. That's to do the petals. Got to set the scene. So without further ado, here is Shakuntala.
How soothing the breeze in this part of the wood. It is fragrant with spice and laden with spray from the rippling river. Though it brings me endless agony to mind, I still welcome the god of love, provided that the passion with which he smites me, its passion for Shakuntala, none other. In the pale sand I see a fresh line of footprints, shallow at the toe, but deep at the heel from the rightness of her body. I will look through the branches. What a paradise for my eyes. The beloved of my dreams is slain in a bed of flowers. How beautiful.
What is his heart? Does it answer my passion?
Fair one, love sets your limbs on fire, but me, it burns to ashes. As the day pales the moon and leaves the water lily still visible. No, lovely one, do not rise. Those limbs that have crushed the bed of flowers and bruised the bracelet of lotus fiber must not in their feverish state seek to perform acts of courtesy.
My heart, have you grown so faint that you can find nothing to say? Do not detain, for you must pine for the women of the palace.
Love of my heart, if you think my heart, this heart, which recognizes none but you, would ever be unfair to you, fairest one, then pierced by love's arrows, I am pierced again.
I hope your majesty will forgive my presence.
I will forgive the offense. Beautiful girl, if you in turn will be so kind as to soothe my weariness, shall I wave the lotus leaf fan above you and waft you a breath moist of refreshing spray? or put your lotus red feet on my lap and soothingly massage them, loveliest one?
I am not free to do as I like, and my friends are not here.
Alas, you make me ashamed. Though their own eagerness is great, maids will resist their urgings. And though they joy for the longs of union, they're nervous of feeling their body. They plague love himself by their hesitations. My dear, whatever you do, you will not leave me. As the shadow at tree at evening never leaves root on eastern side. What, my love? Have you left me when I was lost in love for you? And gone off, all uncaring?
Hearing that robs me of all power to move.
What can I do here now that my blossom is gone? My path is blocked. Here, where it has slipped from her wrist, fragrant with ointment from her body, holding me like a cage around my heart. It's a bracelet of lotus fiber, lying on the ground before me.
My bracelet, weak and loose, slipped off without my noticing.
Oh, how wonderful that feels, beloved. This casual trinket of yours brings comfort to an unhappy man.
I must return.
Parched with thirst, birds crave water, and at once a rain cloud is formed and pours showers into its mouth. The mistress of my life has come.
Your Majesty, I long for my bracelet. Its form encircles my wrist, and once lost, leaves me empty.
I will return it to its place.
I have no choice.